There's a lot of confusion about different kinds of partnership agreements. There's partnerships when there isn't a company formed, there's partnerships in an LLC, am I right? Or there's a member agreement in an LLC, and there's a partnership in a corporation, am I right? Can you talk about the differences? Exactly, I'm wrong. Can you talk about the differences of this so that I can get it right and so everyone else can get it right?
Let me look at this, approach it two ways. People use the term partner very loosely. That people use, X and Y are, he's my partner. We're just partnering together. That's fine, but certainly the term partner, it's a term of art when it comes to the law, and it has a meaning. Two people who come together to form a corporation are not partners. They're shareholders. Like you own a share of stock.
That's in an S corp or a C corp?
A corporation.
Any corporation?
Yes. A person who is that's an owner. A person who's an owner or has an ownership interest in an LLC is a member. A person who has an ownership interest in a partnership is a partner. The shareholders, who are the owners of a corporation, are not liable for the debts of the corporation. The members of an LLC are not liable for the debts of the LLC. The partners, generally speaking, in a partnership are liable for the debts of the partnership. Except when you have a limited partner is liable, generally speaking, not for the debts of the partnership, or if they are, it's only up to their investment in the partnership. The general partner, who's a person, or not just one person, is anybody actively involved in the management of the partnership, is liable. The interesting or unique thing about a partnership is that it doesn't require you to actually file a document with the state to say, we are now a partnership. The LLC does. The corporation does. In fact, even, courts have looked at, let me step back. Courts have actually imposed, or not imposed, but called two or more people a partnership because of how they acted, even though there was no document. And that might be the case. I'll give you an example. Suppose I am a vendor of copy services. And suppose a law firm, a partnership, we'll say two people to make it somewhat believable, or let me step back, it's not a partnership. Suppose they act like a partnership. And in the course of acting like a partnership, they purchase copying services from this vendor. And so they run up $10,000 in copying services. For all the vendor knows is they are actually a partnership, even though those two didn't think that they were, but they operated that way. Suppose they shared the same office, they referred to each other as partners, even though maybe they didn't have a partnership agreement. Now that vendor sues for that $10,000. The court could impose on them and say, we're going to treat you like a partnership because you acted that way, such that either one of you or both of you are liable for the debt of this vendor. So in that sense, no paper was filed with the state, and you don't have to anyway, like I said. There's no partnership agreement, but they acted like a partnership, so the court will say you're a partnership. Doesn't happen with the corporation. Doesn't happen with an LLC. You have to file that paper. You don't file that paper with the state, you're not an LLC, you're not a corporation.
Hi there, this video is just one lecture from Steve's and I full business law course where you will learn business registration, trademarks, patents, things like that, firing, hiring, online privacy, all things like that. There's 3 or 4 hours in that full course of content, and I'll have the link with the discount coupon into the full course in the description of this video, so that if you're curious to learn more, you can simply go there and browse the list of lectures so that you can see for yourself if it's something that's interesting for you. So hope you enjoyed it, and check out the description of this video to see the link to the full course.